The Bible says in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord, that are called according to his purpose. God took my good, the bad, and the ugly, and he transformed it into a new life with new purpose. Hello, folks, and welcome to Walking in Purpose. This concept is geared towards engaging in meaningful conversations with the hopes of making a difference in this broken world. The goal is to create pathways and eliminate barriers of poverty, drugs, and community disconnect. And we do that through knowledge plus education equals confidence, because we often fear what we do not understand, and knowledge is our best defense. Education leads to understanding, and understanding to alternative solutions. I want to welcome you here today to the special broadcast of this podcast of Walking in Purpose. The topic today is brand building or brand design. Now, so what is brand building? Branding is the process of creating a distinct identity for a product, organization, person, or place. And specific today, this podcast is geared towards my students that are in my graphics design workshop. I have a gentleman that's going to come on shortly, but before he comes on, I want to give you a little bit background story about who he is. Bryan was a former correctional officer, and during his time behind the fence, he saw a need to be able to do community outreach. So as he retired, he looked back and started a Trinity. It's called Trinity Transportation. And that rolled over into an idea for him to have a men's group. And he's still looking at it as fresh and it's new. But the name that he has for that support group is called Forging Relationships. So Bryan is going to come on and he's going to talk about what it is he would like for you guys to develop as far as his brand building. So Bryan, take the floor.
Thank you for the introduction. So basically, I'm going to go right into it. So basically, what I'm trying to develop is a brand or logo for my men's fellowship, men's group. The name of that group is called Forging Relationships. It's very new right now. A lot of details. I don't really have a lot right now. But I do see if there was a movie that was developed by the name of The Forge. And in that movie, there was a sword that was brought out in the movie, in a section of that movie. And somewhere in the brand, the sword represented something in that movie where it was developed. The sword goes through a process of being molded and made. And so for some reason, the sword sticks out to me. As far as a color scheme, blue is one of my favorite colors. And maybe some purple, a purple background in there, purple, white, yellow, and blue. I saw this vision of a sword. I don't know how you can incorporate that into the logo. The forging of relationships is the topic. I don't know what kind of graphic you could do with that. I saw in the movie, the sword was presented, but there were hands that was holding that sword up for one individual. And so that would represent, the forging of relationships, but also it would maybe look like, we were encouraging or helping each other, in that. So the sword is definitely something that's in my vision. I don't have the whole full vision of it, but I know the sword is something that I definitely want to incorporate. If you can draw that up somehow, incorporate that sword, the hands. I know sometimes there's a shield. A lot of people use the shield in the background. That might be something that is incorporated, but the hands and the sword together definitely is something that I see And then, of course, the mission statement. We're still working on the mission statement. Basically, during the introduction, he kind of spelled it out. We're a new men's group, and it's geared towards, incorporating relationship, building relationship with one another, and that's from all ages, from any age, and it's for males, incarcerated men that have been. All of us have testimonies, and all of us have a background, But this group is geared towards strengthening each other, encouraging each other, holding each other up, but then spreading that same out into our communities, going into the school systems, going into the penal systems. We want to go as far as we need to go to encourage and take this same method, into our community. But it's based on Jesus Christ. It's based on His love. It's based on the good news of the gospel, and we want to share that good news. We want to spread that to everybody that we come in contact with. So this forging of relationships is spiritual, mind, body, and soul. We want to be able to create work for people who don't have a job. We want to be able to feed the homeless if there's no food that need to be fed. We want to be able to help the single mother who has no father or who has no husband in the home. We want to be able to do all of those things. So it's more geared towards us strengthening each other, but then we go and empower other people that are outside. And we do this together. We do this in the spirit of oneness. And that's what God has given me, bits and pieces of it, but that's our vision, and that's a part of the mission, is an encouraging and outreaching to the lost, and especially lost souls. And we want to send the good news of God's gospel to the world. So, and we do one brother at a time, and we labor. We are laborers. We labor with those who people have dropped, and we labor with them, and we're transporting them from the old man to the new. We're building a bridge, and we're carrying them wherever they need to get until they're ready to disciple another man, and that man disciples another man. And so until we can see a difference in our homes, in our churches, and in our communities, one man at a time. So that's my vision. That's my goal. Again, this is kind of really fresh, and I want to thank my brother for inviting me on tonight. I hope that there was something that I said that can kind of get you guys started. I'm excited about this. I love seeing the vision come together, and I believe that you guys, again, is going to make this a success. This was no coincidence that we met, and then you're going to be a part of something that's going to be life-changing, and I appreciate the effort that you guys are doing to help me and help these men of God to make a difference in this world, man. God bless you.
All right. Good night. Right. Well, thank you, Bryan.
Yes,
and,
sir.
You said some powerful things there. And I'm always reminded of a scripture that says, encourage one another, even as you are doing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take what you have given us, and we're going to make that vision come alive. So we're going to close this episode out tonight and just thank Brother Bryan for participating and also bringing his idea and vision to us so that we can do a brand building design. So as usual, I'll close with God bless you and your household. And we'll see you here next time on Walking in Purpose. God bless you.
God bless.